After his victory this evening. Again, we'll try to keep it to about 3 questions per person at a time, and we'll come back if we have time. Amy, if you want to start us off.
Always start with Amy. Ladies first. OG in the building. Always start with Amy. I ain't starting a question unless it starts with Amy.
Well, I was going to ask you how you feel, but you just told me how you feel. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling as good as I look. Look at this smile. You see it. You see it. I feel like a playoff man. $1 million on the way. Let's get it.
Did that fight go the way you had pictured in your mind?
I told you I wanted to get in and out. I wanted to throw a punch and end him, but I'll take a takedown and end him as quickly as it comes. You know, you always plan to have it be perfect, you know, the dream-like fight. You wake up out of your sleep during the week dreaming about these moments. And as many dreams as I had, I didn't see it going like that. But, you know, I don't guide my steps. The Lord does, so I'm just following him.
You mentioned, fight week, waking up out of your sleep. What is the sleep like right after the fight?
Ain't much of it. A lot of celebrating, a lot of, really letting your hair down from all the work you've been doing because, leading up to it, you're trying to get all the right hours of sleep. You're trying to get all the fluids and all the things right. So really, after the fight, you get a little bit of time to not have to be so strategic with your diet and your sleeping a little bit. So after the fight, and, bad man things. We don't get much sleep at all.
You told me that you prefer to go into a fight week where you kind of don't like your opponent. There's some
Yeah,
trash talk. This one wasn't like it.
not at all.
Do you change that opinion, or you still feel that way? Do you feel
No, I like a little animosity. I like the fact that I told Chris Wade congratulations, and he just looked at me like I was speaking another language. I like the fact that I might get to see him again. I like the fact that Destiny called him, and she got to call me too. I like the fact that Wade might make it again, and I might get to send him home for the second time this year. I like not liking them, and I like them not liking me. I'm going to change the script. Winning a championship didn't come from a friendship with Brandon Loughnane. Nothing came from a friendship with Brandon Loughnane. This year, I'm going to turn that. A little animosity, a little anxiety in there, a little bit of beef, but I ain't making no more friends.
And my last question, I got to know a little bit about that red coat.
Bad man robes coming out. Everybody in the MMA game, in the boxing game. Me and my boy Harvey are working on some pretty cool collaborations. So y'all see the robe that I was dressed in. I'm going to have probably 10 to 15 robes. And quick, the first come, the first sell them. They're going to have the Bad Man logo on it. And y'all might see a new robe every time I come out to fight. But for sure, we're doing the Bad Man Bubba J robes. So y'all be looking for that.
Right here.
I wanted to bounce off of that last question. Did you ever worry yesterday that you might not get that road back?
Nah. I got a endless supply of those things. So I was actually thinking about getting Ray his own robe. So look out for that. I might get Ray a nice little Sugar Ray robe for himself.
That was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
So my last one is going into the end of the season or past this level in the playoffs. Where do you think you need to make adjustments, and where do you think you need to really change things to make sure you get that $1 million?
The adjustments need to be made on my not my conditioning, but my diet. This past weight cut was a little bit difficult. I was traveling a lot. I didn't get the fluids that I needed or hydrations that I wanted to leading up to it. And that extra little video weigh-in kind of disrupted some of the things that I normally do. But with it being 8 weeks at this moment till we fight again in the playoffs, I'm not even going to spend much time celebrating. Really, we're going to have a couple of days here in Atlanta, and I'm back on the plane to Vegas on Sunday. So me and Dewey gonna be back in the lab on Monday, Tuesday, and we're looking to crash somebody head on August 4th.
Right here, and over here, and then in the.
So congratulations on the win.
Thank you, sir.
What does cheat day look like? Talk about your diet. What does cheat day look like when you're not training for a fight?
Cheat day looks like a lot of crab legs. Bubba love the shrimp, a lot of different crabs, a lot of butter, ginger ale, a little henny in there, a little tequila every now and then. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of that, a little bit of that, and I'm a cannabis enthusiast, so shout out to the herbs.
You brought up Chris Wade, that you guys seem to have quite a bit of beef between you guys. Where did that start, and just how does it keep escalating?
Where did it start? It started when he questioned me when I was butt ass naked, and y'all know how that went. I slapped him with my hand, but I was not dressed. So You can picture that, but I was a very angry young man at that moment, and we was cutting weight, and from then I took it upon myself to leave that chip on my shoulder. You don't question a man when he's doing his business, so that's where I take it from there, and I'm going to keep that chip on my shoulder just because I can see that I'm trying to like people in this game, and they just have a thing with me, so I'm a okay that and not allow him to feel comfortable with me.
And then last question I have, what did you learn about yourself last year that you were able to use this year as the motivation to try to win that medal?
I wasn't mentally mature enough to be a champion. That's what I learned. I was not mentally mature enough to be a champion. Yes.
Right here and then in the middle.
So this is your second time fighting in Atlanta.
Yay.
How was your second time fighting? Your second time showing out.
Yeah, we love Atlanta, baby.
I mean, what is it about this place? Do you feel at home here or what?
Absolutely. I'm an East Coast cat, me being a Virginia boy. Michael Vick came through here and set the world on fire being a Falcon a couple years ago, and I watched that being a Virginia boy, young guy growing up. And, I was really excited to come to Atlanta. It's, one of the richest African-American cities in the world, and, with it having so much history and so much about it from my community is just something that I always want to come out and just show that great hand of respect towards the people who've been here before and things like that. I'm a guy of history, and I understand it.
I mean, speaking of the history, yesterday at the weigh-ins, you wore a Dominique Wilkins jersey.
Shout out to Dominique. I heard he might have showed up tonight, but a couple of people told me he got the picture, so that was awesome.
So who's your favorite ATL sports legend?
Michael Vick.
Okay.
Michael Vick. I'm a Virginia boy all day. I got to have it, but Wilkins was dominant, man. He was a beautiful, beautiful specimen to watch, and I was younger when I watched him, but it was cool to see how he put on for his city as well.
And lastly, I mean, you've always been right there. It's never been a matter of talent or skills or hard work or anything like that. What do you have to do to just get over that hump and take it all the way?
Lock in, man. Lock in. Last year, I was in the championship, and I felt that it slipped away from me mentally. I felt that moment that I could have honed my skills. I could have thought about some things. I could have breathed a little bit, in that groin strike. I should have, focused in and then not got so outside of what was going on in that moment. And I think I'm doing a better job this year of being present in the moment.
Thanks. Congrats, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Bad man.
Yes, sir.
Time with the undisputed world of MMA. Man, I just gotta say, I blinked, I turned my head, and next thing you know, it was over. So
Yeah.
I just want you to tell us what was going through your mind when you realized you had the opportunity to put that move on him, and just tell us what you were thinking as you put that python choke up on him.
Well, I know that those guys come from a long way away when they come to America to fight. So I just try to put them on the quickest Badman Airlines flight back to where they're from. I put them on that Suplex City. We land, we crash in Suplex City, and then I usually take the neck. It happens to be a thing of mine, but Suplex City usually leads to a neck choke, usually leads to a victory and a Badman dance with a little bit of fun at the end. So I usually like to take that route, and that's the only thing I'm thinking. When I get around your waist, buckle up, because it's first class to Suplex City.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Bad man, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Where we having the after party?
I don't know the address, but Simona, tell them where the after party is.
Oh God, I have to send you the address.
Yep, you guys got to hit me in the DM.
I want to come in style like you over there.
Hey, hit me in the DMs, and we'll talk about your after party access.
Okay.
Over here to my left.
What's going on, brother? Last year was anybody can get it. Fellas, people, you really care who you fought. Now you have some animosity. You said you want to give it to some people. Between Wade again or Burnett again, who do you want?
Wade getting that shit first. Wade can get it right now. Wade can warm up. We can weigh in tomorrow, and he can get it right now. Tell Wade I want his head. Tell Wade I want his head. And if anybody else steps up, they can get it too. But tell Wade I want his head.
Anybody else?
Bang that. Yes, sir.